Thank you for coming to YouTube, all you people. We've got 4 people here today: Hal, David, Bill and John. And we're here from 11 o'clock till around about midday. And we're here to recite and enjoy and spread the joys of poetry amongst you. I'll go first with an autobiographical poem, and it's called A Whinger Responds. Now, I'm the whinger. I'm called a whinger by one named Mark, who pushes trolleys around Civic. I'm sure Hal's seen him. I'm sure David's seen him. I'm not sure whether John has. But he pushes trolleys around and talks a lot. A trolley-pushing worker all over Civic's street. On your mark is my salute to one with many wheels. Whinger! His response is as a friendly slapdash sign, wrongly defamed for bludging on tried and widespread beats. That applies to Mark. Mark aids the poor with contacts and sundry useful deals. We central Canberra odd bods, that's both of us, may differ, yet align. So that means we're more together than we perhaps think we are. There we go, one for Hal. You want a copy, Hal? For the
I won't, I'm about to head.
You're about to head. Oh, you can head off with a copy and spread it.
Okay.
You can spread it among the people.
Okay.
And nothing like spreading it among the people.
Sure.
And Hal, you've got to go, so maybe you next.
Yeah. I have a poem called The King of France.
Good.
Are you ready, gentlemen?
We are.
Of France. Some men blow their wives. Some men live in hives. Jack and Chill went up the hill to fetch a pair of knives.
That's wonderful.
That's very Halish, isn't it?
Yeah. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. And you have lots of things to do before you sleep, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Hal. Yes, Hal is now on YouTube.
Thank you, Bill.
And he'll be back again.
I'll spread this.
And
Spread the word, brother. Sorry?
Spread the word.
I will. I'll see you next Wednesday.
And next Wednesday we'll see you, Hal. And, next David, King David is next.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a friend of mine, William Barita, who sometimes comes along to Wednesday Poetry. I was aware of William Blake, but William kind of kindled my interest in Blake. And Blake was it says on the back here, was an engraver, painter, and a visionary mystic, and as well as one of the most revolutionary romantic poets. And I just like the purity of his writing. It's very close to nature and very pure. So this is a poem on spring, to spring. O thou with dewy locks, who lookest down through the clear windows of the morning turn, thine angel eyes upon our western isle, which in full choir hails thy approach, her spring. The hills tell each other, and the listening valleys hear, all our longing ears are turned. Up to thy bright pavilions issue forth, and let the holy feet visit our clime. Come over the eastern hills, and let our winds kiss thy perfumed garments. Let us taste thy morn and evening breath, scatter thy pearls upon our love-sick land that lives in thee. O deck her forth with thy fair fingers, pour thy soft kisses on her bosom, and put thy golden crown upon her languid head, whose modest tresses are bound like lead. It goes through all the
What's the title again, Lee?
It's called Poetical Sketches, but that particular part is called To Spring.
Very appropriate.
And
What do you like about it?
I'm just exploring the idea of romantic poetry, and Blake seems to have a strong connection with nature, which I also have. He's got another poem that I like called To the Evening Star. That's part of his
That was like beautiful. Very, wasn't terribly fiery. Because it's more sort of observational. shooting bullets.
Yeah, this one was a brief part again of the sketches that I could read. This one's a bit like me anyway. It's called To the Evening Star. Thou fair-haired angel of the evening, now whilst the sun rests on the mountain's light, thy bright torch of love, thy radiant crown, put on and smile upon our evening bed. Smile on our loves, and while thou drawest blue curtains in the sky, scatter thy silver dew on every flower that shuts its sweet eyes. Timely sleep, let thy rest when in sleep delay, speak silence of thy glimmering eyes, and wash the dust of the silver. Soon, full soon, dost thou withdraw, when the blue throat is wide, the long gates throw, the dun forest. The fleeces of our flocks are covered with the sacred dew, protecting
Yeah.
Anyway, it's probably a bit
It's a nature poem, but it's also a mystical poem, isn't it? Because he's sort of going to the head of it.
yeah.
And the land with the name of God. When did he write it? Early?
I don't know. I haven't read
There's so much of it is difficult to situate in the story. But the poem certainly has I mean, it's religious. I'd say. What do you think, John?
Just the extremity should be coming from our ride.
Yeah.
Open wide.
No.
Open wide.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I haven't really read much of Blake, but I've heard about stuff in the past.
So it was sort of written in 1783, which was kind of early.
What year was he born?
He was born in 1757, and when he was 4, he had a vision of God in a tree full of angels.
So being in his 30s, about your age, which is interesting that you should be reading, because you've written poems a bit like that.
Yeah, well, I kind of aspire to. I'll have to read some more, but yeah, sorry, I haven't written anything myself.
No, Blake certainly does give us
We should show more respect.
an unusually sort of timeless observations about
Open wide the door.
the natural world around us. It's not shouting poetry,
Wi-Fi
it's
navigator.
skating poetry, it's not
Take each on its own
angry
mirror.
poetry.
Different coloured faces.
That's
Refugees all alone,
but
fearing.
it's there, it's got a bareness about it.
Open wide the door.
John, you've got a poem or two there.
Yeah, I've got something here. When I went to the bus this morning, I was
Overcome the
as I was rushing out the door, I grabbed a pen and paper and I had to put it away, so I got to the bus stop
Look to the light
and I thought,
of your Lord.
why not try, I'll just do it now instead of waiting till I get to the poetry.
Good on.
Waiting, yeah, for a bus. Waiting for this game to end. Waiting. Life recreating, rearranging. Waiting to overcome. Waiting, always waiting. Watching the world cruise by. Waiting, recovering, wandering, overcoming. Repentance for our wrongs. Waiting, wandering. Life cruises by. Recovery. Recovery is overcoming, getting better. Doing away with old habits. Coming into your own way of life. Without the excesses of the past lives we've lived. Recovery is so refreshing, creating a new way of thought. For our rights we fought. Clean up, get better, coming into our own. A fresh start. Recovery is life without any loss.
That's good. Did you capture those?
Yeah, I did.
Because that's got a sort of message there that recovery is a really good. He's saying several things there. So, a night's sleep, it might have been sleepless, who knows? And, worries that we've always got. So you think that was your opinion? At least get the rough copy of it. Just, I don't know about you, but I found I got the rough one about 6 copies. This thing I wrote.
Well, I was going to check the first page as one, but then I thought, no, it sounds better as a whole.
Yeah, there's something to be said for spontaneity, spontaneous poetry, but I always find I do about at least 5 revisions before I'm happy. And then when I go back to it, I see words that can be cut, because poetry is it's a finicky thing for some people, and I suppose I'm a finicky old man, but I just get the feeling that it's a bit better each time I pick out a word, cut off a syllable, make sure all the syllables have a sort of, make sure there's a rhyme happening somewhere, and that the syllables count up to 22 or whatever, 15 or something, or 8, whatever it is. To me it's like building a statue in the middle of, like for instance, if we took up a collection of money for a statue to Katie Gallagher in the middle of Civic, we'd all want to have our say in the statue and where it was and how you build it and how you knock it down. Yeah. No, but it's poetry. But John, you're more spontaneous, and do you think the spirit descends on you when you write?
Maybe. Yeah, I feel that I'm in the zone. But as soon as I put pen to paper, my mind just opens.
That's true, you know. It's, I think every one of us feels like that, don't you?
Yeah, I find that when I'm in the right mood,
You're a bit more trouble, I think, with your poems. They come in slowly and surely.
Yeah, I do. I kind of need to have, like, a little epiphany, and that happens quite often. Yesterday I was at the pool and I was just getting changed, and I kind of was looking up at the ceiling. There's this really nice arched dome ceiling in the gym change room, and I was kind of just frozen staring at these droplets of water that were sparkling like diamonds. And it was like a Frank Lloyd Wright building, but a miniature. And I was thinking, that those little epiphanies that I have, they're kind of poetic, and that's the start, the seed of the poem for me. But they're kind of quite rare for me.
I think you've got to get it down.
Yeah.
My suggestion as an old man, both of you,
Yeah, just carry a book around with you and say, even write a line down.
Put it down.
Yeah.
Write a line here, write a line there, and then you pull it all in together.
Yeah.
Now you do it pretty instantly.
But I still, like, if I've got a book with me and I come up and write it down,
And that's what I mean.
and then in the end I'll, go through a book and say, that one, I'll pull that one, that one, that one, that one. And like, that's how I write songs, and just little bits have written down over the time, you just pull them all in and...
Because you're taking part in... Sorry. You're taking part in the landscape festival.
I want to.
Because you could help.
How do I go about...
John, that because you'll be taking it.
Yeah, I will be. And William actually coordinates like a good part of that. He was the MC for last year's
He was,
Mindscapes.
Because online I actually put my name down, but I haven't got anything back about it.
Oh, you never will. You just turn up.
I think it's Heidi, someone who organises it, so I'll send her an email.
Yeah,
But you
just
email
put John's name down.
Yeah, you email
So I can do it with my venom, do it with my music.
Yeah, absolutely. It's open to everybody.
Yeah, like they have a couple of categories. William knows more, but I think they have like there's a spoken competition. So, but you need to email through Heidi. I've forgotten her surname.
Simmons?
I think so. It's email her through your poem. But if you email it to me, then I'll forward it on to her.
Oh, I don't know which one I'll do, but so many.
But anyway, I'll send you her email.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you could just give copies too. Yeah.
either
I mean, you could deliver the copies
yeah.
with a short resume of your contact number and that sort of stuff.
I think the way to do it is just to email it in, but I can help that. No,
Yeah, it makes it a bit easier because you're getting a book together, and it's not the one sort of way of getting into the... Because it's starting very soon, isn't it? Mid-September or something, I think, isn't it?
I'm not sure. But, yeah,
But it's good practice. And John, you'd be used to facing up to crowds. I don't think you would have any fear for you. And that's what you do. And they can be 2 children and a dog. do about 50, 60 people, don't they?
I love a crowd. Love performing.
Well, you
Yeah.
might get 2 children involved, but you know, it's you take a chance, I think, when you're doing it this way. It's very hard to know how many people. When exactly is it, David?
I don't know what the dates are. It's something that I haven't. been
Well, I
focusing
looked
on.
at it on Facebook last night actually. October the 31st.
That's right. Yes, it's not in September. You're quite right. It's
And then
at least a
then
month and a
that's
bit.
that's in Green Place, so.
That's it. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a music one in November.
For you.
I know. There was 2 dates on the Facebook page.
That'll be the musicians, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's distinct from the colours.
Oh,
Well, you could go to both.
yeah.
Because you could sing your parts at one and talk them at the other. Although I don't know what distinction they make. But
But
that's-
mine's poetry to music.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting up my own genre.
Yeah.
So,
Too funny, man. Yeah, it's come to the poetry slam. But
Yeah,
it's not the
it
music.
could
'Cause,
be.
yeah.
And that'd be a way of
I
letting
got both.
people know that you're there. I mean, both of you are young, both of you are active, both of you have fire in the belly and good on you. And that's what I suppose it's really all about, isn't it, in a way? I mean, I don't think I've ever come there because I've done it. I don't know it's really okay. And I don't think people understand me. I mean, here it's good because
You're too political.
I'm too political and a little bit too observational because some people might think that I'll be the next target, which is possible. Because you do pick people out like Mark, the trolleys. Very eccentric kind of a character, as indeed I am. And,
I've got another one here that I might have actually read it before, I can't remember. I've actually put it to music.
Good, sing it.
No.
Or read it.
It's a poem to music, so I don't really sing. I don't know if I did or not.
But I've read it anyway. It's called Back to Light. Overcome temptation, humble yourselves, back to light, contemplation, stumble no more, back to light, back unto Christ through the gospel. With his armour you wear, with the faith of Christ, you honour your God, your eternal, your Father eternal, back to light. Through the mists of darkness you came, now you're not the same. You've humbled yourself upon the top shelf. You stand proud, shouting his name aloud, back to the light of your Master Supreme. With your light in a beam, he's touched your soul from heaven above. Celestial, eternal is your goal. You trust in him, he'll be by your side forevermore. Back to the light, embrace from above. Pray with all your heart, with his eternal love. You play your part, you'll be with him again, living without that pain or that sin, free within now again.
That's great.
Excellent. Yeah. That's almost a musical one that you could rap out.
I've read, it's up online
So
to
it's
music.
been rapped.
I'm not sure if I rapped it or what I did.
I can't.
Well, just so I start, I was just about to start singing it, but then
Because there are 2 ways of doing it. What one suits you, do you think? Or are they both different? Because you need an orchestra too,
yeah,
or an instrument of some sort.
need music.
Because that's the thing about poetry, that's such a big divide. There aren't really what I could call...
But then there's some poems that you can sing and you can read,
Yeah.
and they both sound like that's how they're meant to be.
Yeah, it's just
One
if
One
you,
poem.
yeah, but if you're conscious of
Poem and
words,
a song.
if you're conscious of words, as I am, I'm a sort of word freak, is it?
Wordsmith.
Word freak.
Wordsmith.
No, freak. A Smith as well, but I mean, that I fiddle with words and I get the endings right.
Word player.
Yeah, player, I suppose, but sort of a fusser, almost, I fuss
Fussy
around.
old Vic.
Fussy old poet.
Fussy old
would
Vic.
be poet. Fussy old man, fussy old
Old
poet.
Vic.
Fussy old poets do it. Sometimes they don't do it, but it can be done. And when you feel it clicks, you feel a sense of realisation. But the one I'm going to read now, a very short one, I think, is called Quick Morning Poem, which I think I've read before, but I won't hurt me reading it again, because I've probably... and it's about poetry. Others do it quickly, this thing called poetry. I usually take more time to make it trim and neat. Wednesday's deadline's nearly there. Oh, woe is me! 5 lines to go, no, 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 no. Oh, whoa, I feel the heat. Second stanza coming up before I make the group and walk the walk to Northbourne's bricky church. Profuse skies, cold rain, dropping, I fly the griffin coop. Poem done, I'm happy now on my old muse's perch. So like an old rooster, I'm getting up there sort of performing, which is often what poetry partly is. And I think doing it in a church is good because you get the sense that the infinite is with you. Yeah. And we're all on our best behaviour, so we can't use naughty words too much. And
is there a time and a place, do you think, for for certain language? If you hit your thumb with a hammer, it's kind of it's kind of slightly appropriate.
I think it's very appropriate.
Do you think, like in poetry, with the journey that some of us go through to dark places to kind of re-emerge out of that dark mist, as John put it, do you think sometimes in describing what you've been through, it's appropriate to use a slightly inappropriate?
Oh, definitely. I mean, in this one, it's
you can't see the light if you don't see the dark.
But
because there wouldn't be light if there wasn't dark.
Exactly. And
so you've got to show both.
But you've got to sort of show you're being lost. I mean, in my mind, when I say go, what do I say? Go, no, 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 oh. That's a sort of, for me, the sense of where the hell am I going? Everybody's got a different voice. You could rap it out, maybe in music, an instrument or something. But I think that is appropriate, but it has to fit what you are trying to do. No use me trying to be the Pope when I'm not, or trying to be the Chief Minister, which thank God I'm not.
You'd make a good Chief Minister, Bill.
Well, thank you very much. I wouldn't ask for any pay though. Tea money and roads. That's all you really should give politicians. But no, I certainly see a certain anguish. Well, woe is me, that's the other thing I sort of say.
Yeah.
Which is a bit different for me because I'm normally fairly controlled. But this had to be written before I came here, so in a way I was doing like John is just doing it. Not the same as John, but admittedly he does it on the spot. But I sort of an hour before I came here, this sort of stuff. But I do feel an urgency, and John's probably feels it, to get it out, to get the poem out, and get it published.
Life's short.
Life is short.
Yeah.
And get it published.
Yeah. That's one thing that we're doing. I was supposed to print out my part of our, first kind of, I don't know if you've published before, but my part.
Yeah.
So it'll be our first published work. And
Yes.
so I'll do that hopefully later on today and get proof it, and then I'll catch up with you. Yeah.
Next week. We could do it because we were supposed to do that this week, but
Yeah.
things do run away. I mean, we've got things to do. You're both young.
Well, what I should actually do, Dave, is I should come over one night.
Definitely, man. Yeah.
Come over
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
How about actually even what am I doing tomorrow night? I'll send you a text. I'll let you know, and you can let me know if it's good for you.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking Thursday night.
So, I'll be at my sister's.
No, I think we're going to Sunday.
It'll be maybe this weekend, but I'll send you a text and let you know.
Yeah.
And I reckon we should do that as soon as we can.
Yeah, good idea. you'd hop into it. If you're collaborating with anybody, it's not about
Yeah,
sort of
yeah. If it wasn't for John, I don't think I'd be as kind of keen to do it quickly. So I'm glad.
just start it, whether it's the fun product or not. I mean,
Yeah.
get it out and get it out by Christmas or something. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a very recalcitrant, a very
Well, what I should actually do is maybe tonight after work I'll get onto my computer and put stuff in and then put copies onto
Thumb drive.
me, and
Cool.
take it to the library.
You've got your 7 shows,
No?
because I think that was the idea, 7 each.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Choose the best of John, I really think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, it's just, I mean, it's you two doing it.
Yeah.
But you've got your 7 shows.
I've got 6 and I'm just, I haven't printed out a 7th, but I have a 7th ready to go.
I've got to go through, because what I might actually do is I might even use some that I've actually produced as music.
Sure.
I
Add
don't
the
know.
music or not?
Well, you can't really put the music in the book, can you?
It's a bit expensive. No, it probably isn't.
So you open the book and the music's there and it starts
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
No, the notes. But there's something.
Yeah.
No, well my music doesn't really have notes.
Noteless music. Goodness.
Chaotic.
Chaos. No, I think you're both hitting, and I mean, when you get it together, if you can give me a copy, I'll give you a
Ordered.
preface.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
No, I think mine's more ordered chaos.
Yeah,
There's
no,
an
very
order to
much.
it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
an order
there's
to
no-
it, but I wouldn't know what the notes are. You're just made it.
No, your poetry is very conventional in the best sense of the word, John. There's nothing to worry about that. I mean, that's good. And
No, I'm
yours,
talking about the music.
yeah, the music's. Well, the music's
I don't.
not
I wouldn't know what the
necessarily-
notes are or anything.
I wouldn't bother with that music at this stage. When you get famous, then you guys people do
Someone
a
else would have
CD.
to sit down and listen to it and work that out, because I wouldn't have a clue.
You might be asked to do a CD, who knows? I mean, this is the other thing. Poetry, some people have done CDs of poetry. Smith's just got a few of them there. It doesn't always work, I must say.
Yeah, well,
Like John Cooper Clarke.
He's got one out, hasn't he?
Got a few out. Remember Michael bought it,
A little skinny Michael. Yeah.
our friend. Michael.
Yes. He doesn't like either of us. He sort of flinches whenever he sees me. I don't know what he'll do. He sees you probably run.
No, it's not cool.
But sorry.
I've explained to him, I'm just letting you know how it is.
I'm glad you did, because to some
Pushed the
extent...
wrong button that day, that's all.
No, that's true.
And that's how that poem, Buttons, came about.
That's right.
No, you get on. I'm sure you'll meet him here somewhere. But one thing about you, you know where you are with you. I like that. But with Michael, bless his muddled, rather confused heart, he does play games and he comes right there, which is what poetry is in a different way, but he doesn't produce. And that irritates me profoundly. If you're in a group and you just criticise and you don't produce, I think there's something a bit, just a little nefarious there. You may not realise it.
Nefarious, you reckon? They used to be my mother's band back in Zealand.
Yeah, so, there was a nefarious lady.
Nefarious, that's extremely wicked.
Yeah, but in the sense of the band. New Zealand band, a Kiwi band. Have you got an arm CD?
Oh, they got a few CDs out.
Of Nefarious?
Oh, I don't actually have them. They were put out on Wasteland Records back in
But is that
the
your
late
mum?
80s, early 90s.
Is that your mum? Or?
Why not? It's not Nefarious, mate.
No, but I mean, you mentioned the name, and I gathered there was a group called Nefarious.
Yeah, there is. I said my mates.
Mates, I thought you said your mum. Oh, okay.
Oh, good. Gents, I've got to take off. I've got to go to hospital.
Okay, mate.
Yeah.
You haven't got anything serious, I heard.
No, I'm going to meet a friend there involved in the pastoral care kind of
yeah,
thing.
well, I've got to go home and drop my laptop.
Off home and stuff before I go back to work.
So you've got to go, you're moving things this afternoon.
Yeah, at the convention centre, bumping out.
They know you there.
We bumped in on Sunday.
Who was it?
I don't know, some yuppie business.
Business improvement.
I don't know, some upper end of town.
Business riboffery. Yeah, they have a lot of those conferences.
Oh, I am what I set up for.
But they pay you.
Of course, I wouldn't do it otherwise.
You get something.
Got to put food on the table, something. Okay, all right.
You got to eat.
At least I get about $20 an hour.
Is that the going rate?
I think that's not too bad. I've heard of worse, but yeah.
Well, I hope your friends